It's the home of the Celtics here in Boston as 2K Sports brings you today's action live. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. No good with the triple.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. On offense, here are the Thunder. It's a three-point game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by the Celtics. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thanks, David. It's stolen by Dort.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shai has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Here's Tatum. Back to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. trailing by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That, folks, is about the speed of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets in there before the defense can react.
And that one's good. Tatum.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's Holmgren. Holmgren the screen. Out left to the wing. Caruso with the ball. He's picked up by White. Dort misses. Boston leading by 5. On the wing, Holiday. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter of the game. Celtics passing it around. Taken away by Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, this is about knowing where to be in these situations. And Gilgeous-Alexander doing a beautiful job getting to the right spot.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Count it.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Celtics have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
It's stolen by Dort. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Dort, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Here's White, following the basket by Lou Dort. The kick out to Tatum. Brown wide open. He fires. Oh, good on the triple. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 1. To the wing on the left. A wide open look here for Caruso. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
All right, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
If you see yourself on the little screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. yourself a round of applause.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. A wide open look here for Porzingis. Boston again missing. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Thunder lead.
The Thunder, 13.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Sinks the three-pointer.
I mean, how do you guard a 7'3" guy who can drain the three with great regularity? The range is ridiculous.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Outside, Porzingis shoots inside. Green for 2 points. Porzingis has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, we know that Kristaps Porzingis can shoot the rock. He's a sweet shooting big, but you'd love to see him use his size in the paint.
Now, here's Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts it up. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Well, Dort touched the paint, and he was immediately thinking score.
Emphatic finish by Tatum.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4.
How confident is Jaylen Brown in his handle? The dribble drive through traffic, really nice.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Back to Tatum. There's the triple. He can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Lays it up and banks it in. Porzingis has got 9 points now in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
To the left side wing. Caruso tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Down low. Here's Porzingis. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
The defense made the mistake of allowing Kristaps Porzingis to find his rhythm. Going to be a long night if you don't pull him off.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one hits back iron.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit. Who knows? But he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Left side, Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it off. And so that's the end of the first half. Boston on top. They're up by 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Now Tatum. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Well, DB, it didn't take long, did it, for Holmgren to live up to his draft status?
Holmgren, Kevin, was an immediate impact player on both ends of the floor. At his size, to be able to shoot with range and the rim protection he provides, it was absolutely worth the wait for his team. This young man has got a toughness that has shocked even me.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 9. Brown with the bucket.
You simply must stay attached to Jaylen Brown in a catch-and-shoot situation so dangerous.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics leading by 11. Here's Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Out to the wing. Rebound by the Celtics. From downtown, it's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then headed. He won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin? Certainly would.
I agree. David, he is fearless. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. To the middle. Outside Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Holmgren. Over Porzingis. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Assistant.
Holmgren's got it back down to single digits for the Thunder.
A silky smooth shooter. Holmgren makes it look so effortless at times.
Tatum drives in. Inside. Fires the three. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
You have got to be in Tatum's space. This guy is such a terrific range shooter.
Williams for three. Porzingis with the rebound.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Oklahoma City moving it around. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That's his 6th miss and 12 field goal attempts. On the wing, Brown. 5 points in the game. Tatum on the wing. The screen from Brown. Williams with the block. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
Boy, wide open teammate. Really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
Celtics leading by 10. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams-Doris has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise. Nice job by Lou Dort to make his way to the corner and then make the shot.
White looking around. Tatum a screen. From 18 feet away. Rebound by Williams. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort, top of the key. Shoots the three. It's not going to go for him. Here's Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Holmgren. The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for 2, Kristaps.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 11-point game. He takes it in. Nice D from Porzingis. From past the arc, Jaylen Brown. And that's good. Brown's got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics.
This is what the team wants JB to do. Punish defenses that don't respect him from the corner.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 22 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
White, good. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Celtics.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And finished off by Brown.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the block. White wide open.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. The 17-footer. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Now here's Tatum. Fires from 14. Caruso grabs the board.
And he's very confident from that range, but he can't make him all.
Good.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Outside Holiday. Dort with a steal. And he's all alone. Gilgeous-Alexander. Good.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Tatum. Down low. And here's Brown for three. First shot won't go. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Up and in on the layup.
He's such a clever player in pick and rolls. Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
To the middle. There's Tatum with the three. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Holiday with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Back to Tatum. Some solid defense from Williams.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Now Tatum. He's guarded by Caruso. Outside White. Takes a three. And again, Boston with the triple.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the fourth best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
So it's Oklahoma City now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Shot to stop the run. Holmgren got room. Counted. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Yeah, and certainly room for growth from Holmgren in the mid-range. But good to see him taking the shot rather than passing on it.
It's Dort on the wing. No points yet. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now here's Tatum. 5 points in the game. Oh, deflected. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. Fires for three. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
It just nails the
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Right side Brown. Shot clock at 5. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Here's Holiday. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Williams with it. Picked up by Tatum. Here's Holmgren. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. 7-point differential. That one is off. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
White for three. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And here's Caruso outside. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Celtics trail by 4. Porzingis sets a screen. And there's the lob. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Clever play by Tatum, drawing the attention to him only to give it away.
Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. Porzingis grabs the board. White with it. Caruso covers. Here's Brown. Drives to the hoop. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Caruso outside. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Tatum looking it over. All sorts of time. A rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Dort for three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Caruso outside. Misses from close range. To the paint. Pass to White. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
To the inside. Williams from long range. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Back to White. Outside Tatum. White on the wing. Give him 8. Left side Holiday. Inside. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Outside, Williams. To the middle. Brown with the steal. Now the Celtics on the move. That's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last. Here's Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he misses the easy stuff. Outside Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. White on the wing. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein. Timeout for Oklahoma City.
Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Left side White. Again, the miss by Boston. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close the game we've seen so far. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Now Hartenstein. Fires the three. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. They trail by 3. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Out left to the wing. Wallace outside. Over to the left wing. Hartenstein with it. He's scoreless. And the shot goes in. And the Thunder lead by 3.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Wiggins on the attack. Back to Hartenstein. On target from range. Hartenstein's got 5 points in the quarter.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Pass to Holiday. Pulls up. The kick to Tatum. And here's Holiday. And he's going for the lob. Off the lob. Jason Tatum.
Terrific lob, and Tatum takes care of the rest. This is how it's done. Those passes dunk themselves.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
And Boston has possession. 2-point game. Isaiah Joe is going to pick up the foul here. That's his first foul. Tatum with it. Now Wiggins defending. Pass to Porzingis. And there's the call on Aaron Wiggins. That's his first foul.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Holiday. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to reward offense over defense, because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Hartenstein a screen. Here's Wallace. And again, unable to change momentum here. Celtics lead by 3. White looking it over. Pass to Tatum. Down low. Now here's Brown. 6 points for him. Porzingis punishing inside.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
Hartenstein with it. Guarded now by Holiday. And here's Mitchell. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
Substitution on the court.
Clock at 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis grabs the board. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Outside Tatum to the paint. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Now we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
1:19 left in the third quarter. Pass to Holmgren. Launches a three.
Lockdown defense by Porzingis. When he moves his feet to get in position, his length is unbelievable.
Tatum with it. Outside, Brown. Five to shoot. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Here they come with numbers in transition. There's 39 seconds left in the third. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates. A very heady passer for a big man.
Porzingis sets a screen. Pass to Tatum. Now here's Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Caruso. Inside. Here's Holmgren. Ooh, the confidence from Holmgren inside.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of three. Celtics out in front, leading by 3.
The Celtics, 32.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Celtics lead by 3. Pass to Tatum. White with it. He's guarded by Caruso. Tatum with a screen. And finished off by Tatum.
On either side of the pick and roll, Tatum is a real threat.
Williams from long range. Porzingis grabs the board. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Leading by 5. Got a hand on it. And they'll keep possession. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Pass to Brown. Back to Tatum. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Thunder trail by 5. The drive by Shea. Williams from long range. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Dort outside. Back to Holmgren. The 3. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
The dive for the ball. Dort with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And stolen by Brown. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
The 3 from Holmgren. 4-3, Holmgren.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Pass to Porzingis. And he drives in. Here's Tatum. Porzingis with it. Okay, do it, KP.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
On the wing, Caruso to take the lead. Boston pulls it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Oklahoma City trailing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Board outside. A minute 29 left to play in the fourth. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Down low. Outside Holiday. 5 on the clock. Back to Porzingis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Standing at 7'3", we have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis. A fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
Thunder trail by 4. Pass to Dort. .52 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Tatum. Dort grabs the miss.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Williams from long range. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
White. .23 seconds left to play in the fourth. And stolen by Holmgren.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Money!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Porzingis surveying the floor.
Yes! BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Timeout called. The Thunder. 1 second left in the final quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
Well, their only hope is for somebody to hit a three-pointer and get fouled for an and one. I'd be surprised if there's a defender anywhere in the vicinity of a three-point attempt.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W.